Thank you guys for telling me the ones. All right. Well, so the past two Tuesdays, we have gone over just recruiting, like recruiting skill set, how to enroll customers and business builders by way of social media and telling your story in different ways on social media, utilizing events, inviting people to events. Lacey talked last week about filling our funnel, utilizing groups, all the things. But I have a question. Raise your hand if you have added three or more people this month. Look at you guys. Okay, so that's amazing, but that also shows we can't retain people if we're not signing people. So we felt it important to, again, tweak and stay in the recruiting lane a little bit longer. Now, tonight, I'm excited to, you guys, this is hilarious. It wasn't until just a moment ago that I was like, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and do a PowerPoint. So I just threw this together because I was really planning on not doing a PowerPoint, but then I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to. So I apologize if there are errors. Hang on, I need to just lower this. So can you guys see, Kanya? I only see you. Can you guys see? Okay, great. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, Joanna and I were in Arizona, and one of the things that stood out to me the very most, as simple as this is, was Eric Worre. He made a comment about presenters, and he said, the more presenters that you have, the more your business is going to grow. And when he said that, I was like, okay, I need to sharpen my presentation skills in because if I don't feel super confident presenting, how can I help my team feel super confident in presenting? And I want to have a growing business. And if I want to have a growing business, I need to have more presenters. So he gave two examples. You have Carl and you have Elizabeth. They actually are both diamonds, married, both diamonds within Plexus, the Spones. They're great. And he said, okay, so they both have a 90-day period. Carl spends those 90 days just perfecting his presentation. He spends those 90 days getting everything ready for that one presentation that he's going to have at the end of 90 days. Well, then you have Elizabeth here. And Elizabeth, she's not perfecting anything. She's just out and she's presenting. And so she presents every single day for 90 days. Who has a stronger business in the end? Elizabeth, obviously. She's talking to 90 people versus Carl, sweet Carl, who's trying so hard to get it perfected to talk to one person. The odds are in Elizabeth's favor. And so I want that to kind of be our focus tonight, kind of the main overarching theme of what our call is on tonight is how to sharpen our presenting skills so we can then help other people sharpen their presenting skills. So, how would you say we present in this line of business? When I think of presenting, I think of like laser pencil thingies and I think of slideshows and graphs, but obviously that's not really what we do. I can't really see the chat. So if a few of you want to unmute and just say like how do you present in our line of business?
Social media.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else? Guys, we're family. This don't be perfect.
My first thought was messaging, but that's through like I use Messenger, so that's kind of through social media too.
Totally. Any other ways that we present our story in this line of business?
Just wearing stuff. Like I have my
Yeah.
Plexus uh, bag, whatever, crossbody. And just the other day, somebody said, oh, Plexus, so.
I didn't even put that. I had a list here. I didn't even put that. That was great because Gina, that's exactly what happened to Crystal Frank. She was on the plane and she was wearing a Plexus sweatshirt and somebody said something to her and she signed that person a few weeks later. So that was great. I didn't even put that. So we present our business and these are just a few bullet points by a post, by a story series on social media, by a message, by sending a voice message, doing a live video, having somebody over for coffee and just having an in-person conversation, having an in-person event, inviting somebody to an online event. Those are all just a few ideas of how we can be presenting in this line of business. So I would say raise your hand, but I can't see anybody but Gina right now. But I still want you to raise your hand if you've ever seen Miss Scarlet and the Duke. I know Joanna probably has. Okay, so my husband and I just finished this show. I saw it recommended on ChatGPT, and I saw it recommended by my friend Kim Million. I don't know if she's on here, but my husband and I just finished this series, the entire series, 2 nights ago. And I kid you not, every single person that we invite to our house, or we go to their house for dinner, or I see somebody around town and we're just chatting, or somebody asks online, like, hey, kind of running dry on shows, what should I watch? Every darn time we talk about Miss Scarlet. My parents are probably so annoyed with us talking about Miss Scarlet, but we love it. It's wholesome, it's clean, there's this sweet romance, it's witty, it's in England, so it just feels cozy. We talk about it all the time because we love it and we're confident in it because we really do think other people are going to love it as well. And so when we think about this with our business, that's why I wanted you guys to write down what are the things that you love about Plexus? What are the things that just you are obsessed about? What are gifts that have come to you through Plexus? Because it's really hard to talk about something that you're not obsessed with or loving or actively appreciating. So, with that being said, again, you guys, this is a close-knit group. So don't get in your head and feel like, oh, I can't say anything. Like, I don't want to talk too much or I don't want to say the wrong thing. Like, this group here is so special and we learn from one another. So, what I would like is for the next, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes, maybe 4 minutes, I would like for a few of us just to kind of share like a few things from our list of the things that we love about Plexus. And while we're listening to people, I swear to you, there are going to be things that they say that you're like, oh, I totally forgot about that. Add that to your list. So I will start. This is just a few things on the product side. I am obsessed with Plexus because one, it's totally changed my family's life. 1,000,000%. Two, my husband used to have chronic sinus infections. He has not had a single one in 9.5 years, and he would get them like 3 or 4 times a year. It's helped my sister's acne. It's helped me with weight loss. It's helped my mom's insomnia. Those are just a few things on the product side. Now I'm going to pass the baton. A few of you, please share.
I can go real quick here before we eat. A few of the things I had was the energy that really changed for me, and that was due to the triplex. I had that listed. For my granddaughter, the kids' vitamin was just amazing. She was not regular, very constipated, and so that was a huge thing for our family. One other thing I put is it brought Delvin closer to Lacey, which is his second cousin. So that's been a lot of fun. And the skincare, I had those. Those are a few of my things.
And those are huge. Those are all really, really big. Who else? Thank you, Nancy, for sharing.
I'll go. One of mine is I put on my list that I don't like it took away bloating, and more specifically, like I used to get really bloated, like right before my period where I looked pregnant. And I don't like now I get my period and I'm like, oh, I have my period and without even hardly realizing like I'm about to start my period.
Just a
Because
skinny babe. Just a skinny
yeah,
babe on her cycle.
yeah, I look great. Um, so that, but more specifically towards the business side, I am obsessed with getting an email that says I got paid, that money was deposited into my account while I was rocking my baby to sleep in my pajamas. Like it is like one of the most empowering feelings, or being in the backyard and they're playing and I'm getting some work done and I get an email. Like it, this is my absolute favorite. So that and the fact that we paid off 19 credit cards has been such a gift, taken away so much stress off of us. My husband and I fought over a $7 purchase a long time ago because that's how tight things were. And I'm just really grateful. We have like the extra and I have some fun money. That's one of the things I love. I love having my own money. If I
Yeah.
want to go buy a coffee, I can go buy a coffee.
Yeah.
But I don't feel guilty because I worked really hard for that money. So those are a few of mine.
Those are huge. I was telling Chris the other day about your 19 credit cards and he couldn't believe it. I mean, it's just life-changing. Time out. Joe, I see you. Is this recording? I thought I clicked record.
Yeah,
Is it recording? Okay, good. Okay, thank you. We'll go one more person who wouldn't mind sharing. What are they obsessed with?
I
Your
want to
Plexus.
share.
Please do.
So this is a recent thing for me. I've been dating Plexus for a long time, but my wedding ring fits again, and who can't be obsessed over that? Like, I love that my wedding ring fits. I haven't been able to wear it for like 5 years.
Oh, that's
So
amazing. I love
that
that.
that's huge for me. And then I have like past stories that I've lost 40 pounds and between some pregnancies, but that was like 2 pregnancies ago. Recently, I 20 pounds, and so I have more energy. Things are clear. I'm drinking active right now because we're traveling. It's been a long day, so it's just I'm so thankful for all of the products, and I my whole list is in the chat. I think I've used about every product Plexus has.
That's so
And
amazing.
I'm just so thankful for all of the physical benefits and the to top it all off, the community, especially through COVID. And I actually live on an island far away, and it's very isolating, and it was very lonely. And so just having that community, especially during that time, and to have Plexus that would push me out of my comfort zone to message more people, to build those relationships, it's been a gift in of itself.
I love that so much. Where do you live?
Oh, my husband and I are missionaries in Saipan. It is a small island just north of Guam, way out in the Pacific.
Wow, that's amazing. Well,
Yes,
I
it's
love
owned by the
that.
US, so thankfully Plexus ships there,
Yeah.
and that's so thankful for that too.
Yes. Well, that's awesome. Well, okay.
Hey, can I share something real
Yes,
quick and then
please
I'll
do.
let you go? You know, I came from being a Mary Kay consultant for 30 years. Um, didn't really grow it as a business, mainly used the products, but I had a few customers. And the idea of not having to have inventory is huge.
Yes.
If
Yes.
you've ever been in any type of business or any business where you had to stock inventory, that it's just really huge to not have to do that and try to figure out what people are going to want when you don't know what they're going to want, and then you don't have what they want, and then you've got to order more, and you've got to order so much of it. So that's really huge. And I agree with the community, and just I won't go too long, but I've been through the season of raising kids where you're in activities with kids and their parents, and you have all of that community, and then you hit the empty nest.
Mhm.
And I don't really have those social connections so much anymore. It's like work, home, work, home, work, home, work, home. So this
Yeah.
is great.
Oh, Gina, this is all just great, you guys. Like these things that you all have shared, and there's hundreds of others out there, like your list, you have 20 lists, and we have quite a few people in this group. So there are hundreds of things that people are so grateful for from Plexus, and that's no little thing. Like these are beautiful, life-giving things. So hold on to those things, continually go back and look at your list. I encourage you to even be more specific. I encourage you maybe in the next week or so, maybe do a 20 things you're obsessed with the products, and then 20 things you're obsessed with the business side. And I think what you're going to see through tonight's exercises will help you as you have those two different lists. So hold on to those ideas of that list because we're going to be utilizing them as we're kind of working through this simple presentation framework. I can't see anybody here, but maybe in the chat, like do something. Put another one if you feel like, oh, I probably could strengthen my presentation or my story. I probably could strengthen that. Put in the chat. I can see something happening if you guys feel like that. Okay, okay, good. All right, good. I'm seeing a few things moving. All right. So when I invite people to come and share their story, whether it's for like a testimonial page live that we're doing on Thursday nights, or it's an online event, like a 15-minute event, or if I ask a customer of mine, hey, would you mind filming a 50-second video of yourself with your story? This is the framework I give them. Where were you before Plexus? What made you decide to try the products? And where are you now? So simple. So simple. So the before, what was your life like before Plexus? What were your relationships like? What was your stress level like? Your health, your financials, as you're like kind of doing a deep dive here. And then the why, like what happened? What did you see? What did you experience to make you decide to try the products or to be ready to pursue the opportunity? What was that shift there? And lastly, why, like now, what differences are you seeing now? So that's where we can go back to that list of 20, right? So, what I want us to do for the next couple of minutes, I'm gonna pause this or turn off my volume, and I want everybody just with their piece of paper, their phone, however it's best for you all to take your notes. I want you guys to fill out these three questions. For me, I'm a bullet point girl. Like I'm gonna just like bullet point all the things, and some of you might be writing out sentences. Whatever is best for you and your personality, I want you to answer these three questions as you're thinking about sharing your story. Like I said, you can pull from that list of 20. I do have here, I don't know if you guys can see this, but I just did a chat GPT prompt because at the end, after you're done filling out those three little questions, I want you to meld it together. For me, I would turn off my camera if I were you, and I would just start saying like my story. Like I would take my bullet points and I would just try to put it together, and I would maybe do it in like a 30-second stopwatch timer just so I can try to like get into this cohesive little story. If you want, you could go to ChatGPT and say, here's a bullet point list of where I was before Plexus, why I chose to start, and where I am now. I want to put this in a short 30-second story with my voice that I can share with people to help them with the products and or the business. So, Gina, you're the only one I can see. Does this make sense? We're going to spend about 5 minutes working on your story with these 3 points. And then I want you to try to meld it together. And we'll go for about 5 minutes. And side note, sorry to interrupt. As I'm sitting here writing mine, I just want to make mention you probably will have two different presentations. One would be more of a story about the products, and one would be more of a story about the business. So for me, the business, the opportunity has been the strongest thing for me with my plexus. And so I'm going to lean into that. Whereas some of you, maybe you haven't really grown a business, but you've had some crazy, crazy health changes. That could be your story that you're working on tonight. Okay. How are we on time? How are you guys looking? I can see the chat right now. Are you guys done? Give me a one if you're done and ready to move on. Give me a two if you still need a few more minutes. Okay, let's do about 3 more minutes. Sound good? Okay. How's everyone feeling? Thumbs up? Gina, I see you. So Gina's good, so we're moving forward. I'm sorry, I can't see anybody else. Okay, I hope that that felt good to you. And here's the thing, you guys, we are family here. The thing that makes me feel really comfortable connecting with all of us is that we are all on the same page. We all love Plexus. We all love this community. We all want to build something for our family. So we're in alignment here. So this is the best place to do a little practicing. So what we're going to do, don't you dare get out of this group right now when I tell you what we're doing. What we're going to do is I'm going to put us into breakout groups, and I'm only going to have two people in each group. So it's just you and one other person. And what I want us to do is we're going to spend 8 minutes, which I don't want the whole time to be spent on like your story. It's going to be split between you telling your story and she'll be telling her story. You're building your presentation. And it doesn't have to be perfect because I just spurred this on you. So don't freak out, you guys, but just share that where you were before, what shifted for you, what made you decide to try it, and then where you are now. Okay, this is just you practicing for 2 to 3 minutes, sharing your story. And it's going to be rough. It's not going to be polished. It's not going to be perfect for anybody. So don't you worry about that at all. So I'm going to stop this share. Um, and are you guys freaking out or are we all good about this? This is gonna be fun. All right, so breakout rooms. How many people do we have on here? 18. Um, okay. It's gonna assign you automatically. We're gonna go for 8 minutes. Ready, go. And go. If you guys have problems, let me know. Crystal, do you need me to move you? Okay, Bethany, you are in room 5, but are you here? Actually, I'm gonna move to Nancy. Bethany, you let me know if you are there and we can talk. Bethany, any chance you're there? How was it, you guys? Amy and Holly, you guys talk because I think Bethany is not here. Was it good?
It was definitely good practice.
Good.
I'm just a chicken, so I was like, "Oh, Amy, I've never seen you before. Should I know
But she's on our team now. You do. That's so good.
you?"
Yay. Casey and Kanya, were you guys on the same one? That is hilarious. Oh my gosh.
They
Did
should have a redo. That is not
Yeah, I
fair.
know. Did you guys practice your story or did you just Okay, good. There we go. Good. That's hilarious. Yay.
You should have seen our faces.
Okay, well, how did that go?
It was fun.
Okay,
It's
good.
good.
I know we only have 19 minutes left. I was originally planning on somebody to share their story, but I don't know. Do you guys think we have time? Does somebody feel brave where they would want to share? Like if they can do it in a minute or less, anyone want to?
For what it's worth, Casey, I thought yours was really good. It made me like want to cry
Sarah
because
Joe's
I
was really
felt
good too.
okay.
All of these. Casey, since you were the first to be
Okay.
nominated, do you want to go?
I
As I throw
can.
you under
I'm
the
going to
bus.
tell you, no, it's okay, but I am going to read mine from ChatGPT. Is that okay? Or
Absolutely. So
no?
you did it with the chat. Was that helpful?
Yes. Yes, it was helpful. And I'm probably going to like clean it up just a
Sure.
smidge,
Sure.
but to make it a little less wordy, but I thought it was really good. So I
Okay.
will
Yay. All right, let's hear
pop
it.
over and share that. Okay. Let me go scroll back up here where it popped mine out.
While
Okay.
she's doing that, raise your hand if you also utilize that Chat GPT prompt. Okay, good. Well, you guys, if you want, we can go back at the end of our call. If you didn't take a screenshot of it, you're welcome to take a screenshot of it so you have that prompt later. Okay, go ahead, Kate.
Okay, I said there was a season of motherhood where I truly wondered if this was just how I was going to feel forever. Before I started focusing on my health and gut health support with Plexus, I was struggling hard behind the scenes. Constant inflammation, completely exhausted all the time, brain fog, aka mom brain, made even simple things feel overwhelming. Autoimmune flare ups that I had just accepted as normal. Chronic migraines that medication wasn't touching, weight that wouldn't budge despite clean eating, and struggles with breast milk supply. And honestly, the hardest part wasn't even the physical symptoms. I felt like I was watching my children's childhood pass by from the sidelines. And because I simply didn't have the energy to fully participate in it, I didn't want to settle for surviving motherhood. I actually wanted to live it. That is what made me willing to try something different. And little by little, things started changing. Now I have so much more energy. I can keep up with my kids instead of feeling constantly behind. I experience headache free hours every single day. My sleep is drastically better. My inflammation is significantly lower. Autoimmune flares are far less frequent. I have fewer food sensitivities, and my mental health is healthier and steadier. My breast milk supply has improved, and I've been able to travel, make memories, and enjoy life again. And one of the biggest blessings of all is we were able to add another baby to our family. No product is magic, but by addressing what was happening inside of my body, the trajectory of my life uh, changed the trajectory of my life more than I can explain. And when a mom starts feeling better, it impacts the whole or the entire family feels the impact of it. If you've been feeling stuck, exhausted, inflamed, or unlike yourself lately, I see you. And there may be more options and support available than you realize.
And that is why we share our story. Because if I didn't share my story, then Julie Oglesby wouldn't have heard and she wouldn't have gotten started. And she wouldn't have seen changes in her anxiety. And if she wouldn't have shared her story, then Casey wouldn't have gotten involved. I mean, maybe we all would have if somebody else shared. Who knows? But I like to think that that's like God's orchestrating, and that should give us confidence and that energy, just like Miss Scarlet and the Duke gives me to want to go and tell everybody about it. So that should give us that energy and that excitement and that confidence to go and share. Okay, so we don't have a ton of time left, but I still, you guys have stuff I want to share with you. So let me go back to the shared screen. Okay, so our story, Casey, I'm seeing you now. Our story has two jobs when we're presenting or sharing our story. It's to share what Plexus has done for us and then help other people imagine what's possible for them. That's it. So simple. But just keeping in mind that the goal isn't just telling our story or knowing our story or telling our sideline story. The goal is, and Brooke put this in the chat, there's emotion here. We've got to learn how to connect our story to someone else's life. So, when a lot of people share about Plexus, we all do this. And I think at some point, this is good. I think in some places, this is great. But if we're only sharing, like, hey, I have more energy, I lost weight, my cravings are gone, a lot of people aren't going to connect to that. They want to know how it's going to help them. They're going to want to know, is it going to help their exhaustion, their weight, their financial stress, like Casey said, their breast milk quality, their fears, their hopes, all those things. So we've got to play into, not play, I don't like that word. I don't like that word at all. We've got to be mindful of how we're sharing our story so it's not just us leaning into me, but we're leaning into how can we help the people that we want to help feel themselves through this. So it's by sharing those stories. So we're going to learn how to communicate our story through the lens of another woman's needs. So think about your dream teamer, your dream customer, your dream business builder. And yes, that's why I have Kanya there, because she's a dream for every single one of us. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to spend like 2 minutes right now jotting down bullet points of who your dream customer or who your dream business builder is. And I have right here, I'm not going to read them all out. You guys can read them yourself. But just to give you an example, mine, and this is kind of like off the cuff, I don't have it written down, but like my dream customer, dream business builder is she's a woman in her 30s, 40s. She's a woman of deep faith. She loves her family. She loves her marriage and her husband. She cares deeply about people. And because of that, she is loved by many people. She's a hard worker. She's trustworthy. She wants to take care of her family, but she wants to be home with her family. She doesn't want to be out there just doing like, the corporate world where she's never with her family. She wants to be providing, but she wants to be with them. So that's my dream person. So here's some bullet points. If you guys want, you can take a screenshot of that so that can get you to thinking, but take a couple minutes to bullet point who is your dream customer. Starting a timer now. When you're done, just say done in the chat. Got 30 seconds left. All right. Very fast popcorn style. Give me a few characteristics, like one at a time. Like one person share one, somebody else share one. What's an important quality in your dream teamer or your dream business builder?
Someone
Mine would
with
be bold faith. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead,
Bold
Lexi.
bold faith, just someone that is a Christ follower and can pull me along with them and just lift me up during my down times, and I can lift them up on their down times and have like the same beliefs.
Love that. Next.
I had one that just loves face-to-face conversations.
Hmm. I love that. I didn't even think of that. That's a great one. Okay, so keep y'all's list and be thinking through that, adding to that because that matters. That's important because you are posting for her. You're sharing and presenting for her. So feel free to take a screenshot of this. This is another Chat GPT prompt that I actually did myself a couple of months ago. So here's your Chat GPT prompt. What are 20 reasons why? And then you put in your dream team person. So I said a mom in her late 20s to 40s who's super authentic, kind, wise, faithful, cares for people, and has integrity, but also feels insecure in her own body and wants to lose some weight. Should invest in her gut health through the Slim and Trim or Triplex and Trim product combos. Guys, that's a really good prompt. I'm telling you, take a screenshot of that or write it down. What are the 20 reasons why your person should invest in this? Put it into ChatGPT. I'm not going to have us do it now because we only have 8 minutes left. If we have time at the end, then I think that we should do it. And I'd like to hear what other people say. But I'm going to share with you what mine came up with. I'm not going to read all of them. But you guys, look at this. These are 20 reasons that she would want to invest in her gut health through Slim and Trim or Triplex and Trim. She's tired of thinking about food all day and wants mental freedom. She wants to feel in control of around food again, not pulled by cravings. You can do a post on that, like a simple post. Like I used to feel so controlled by food and sugar, but not anymore. This is a really sweet freedom that I'm finally experiencing. Or she wants her clothes to fit comfortably again without overthinking it. That could be your post. It's so nice to finally be able to fit into my clothes without overthinking it. This system is actually working. Um, I mean, so it's like, does this look good? Like somebody put in the chat if this looks good. I can't see anybody. Does this help you? Does this kind of excite you? And what you can do too is you can take this with your Chat GPT prompt and say, okay, great. Now help me make 5 posts or help me make 20 posts to this woman focusing on why she would want this Slim and Trim, why she would benefit from this Triplex and Trim. So you can really just play around with Chat GPT, and that can really help you to tell your story, to be touching upon the needs and the wants and the desires of your dream teamer, your dream team customer. So it's fun to play around with. And I really love this idea because when we're thinking about her, that dream team customer, that dream team business builder, when we're thinking about her, we're no longer like just thinking about us. Because I think when we think about us and we're posting just like about us all the time, I don't know about you guys, but I kind of feel like maybe that's annoying, or maybe I'm being salesy, or I get in my head. But if I'm thinking that this can maybe help her, that dream person, that changes things and it helps me to not feel so salesy. You're speaking to her problems. You're speaking to her desires, her wants, her emotions, her hopes, her fears. You're speaking to all those things because you know who she is. You're pinpointing that. And that is what makes people feel seen. So, in wrapping up, we have just a few minutes. This is kind of what we talked about in this big, long training. I hope it was beneficial. I hope it gave you food for thought. I hope that this was a great, like, workshopping, brainstorming session for you and kind of gave you some ideas of how to share your story, how to utilize ChatGPT for you specific. I hope it's been good for you. So this overview is we talked through the more that you present, the more your business grows. And the opposite, the less you present, the less your business grows. Again, thinking of the more presenters you have, the more your business grows. Next, presentation. We don't have to be polished. We don't have to have that laser pointer. It's simply like sharing your story through social media, a direct message, a voice memo, a live, an invitation, or an in-person conversation. And then we talked about your story framework, making it clear and simple, trying to keep it in that 30-second time frame of where you were before, what shifted, and where you are now. And then also utilizing, like you can put it into chat just like Casey did, and that can also give a good idea of like how you can shape your story if you need it. The next thing we talked about was your story has two jobs. It has a job of sharing what Plexus has done for you, and then it has a job of helping other people imagine what's possible for them. It's giving hope to people. That's what it is. And then lastly, we spoke to speaking to that dream teamer's problems. At first, identifying who you are doing this for, speaking to her problems, desires, hopes, fears, dreams, and just remembering that the confidence comes from sharing this regularly. Be an Elizabeth here. Don't be a Carl where you're putting off and you're waiting and you're trying to perfect over 90 days and you only get one dadgum conversation. Be the Elizabeth who just goes out and starts sharing. And again, we talked through what that sharing looks like, all those different avenues of sharing. Be an Elizabeth who over time, with that consistency, you're sharpening your story, you're growing your confidence, you're growing that excitement, and you're growing your team. So that's my charge. That is what I had to train on tonight. So now we get to just go and present. I'd hoped that we'd have time to kind of put together different like post ideas throughout the week, but I think that we gave you enough resources to where now you kind of have something to play around with, especially with that list of like, hey, give me 20 reasons why. And it doesn't have to be just the product. Give me 20 reasons why this dream teamer should consider Plexus as a business. And then that's going to give you so many great ideas for posting too. Does anybody have thoughts or questions or things that we can talk through as we are wrapping up this training? Or anything that we can kind of like, if there's anything that felt a little muddy or not super clear, anything that we can work through together? Yes, I'll do the first prompt. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything else, Lace. Okay, let me just grab that prompt really fast, you guys. The first one you said, Lace?
I think it was Lexi who said.
It was Lexi, but yeah, she said
Oh,
the
Lexi, I'm
first
sorry.
prompt for ChatGPT on the story part because she was late.
Okay, I just put it in the chat. So take that and you can save it. Anything else? Okay, well, I hope this was hopeful and helpful. Next week is our last training of this month. What do you guys want? Do you guys want more like, do we need to stay in this recruiting? Or do you want us to move forward to messaging? We had talked about like, okay, so now we've done social, we're talking about presenting our story. Now, like, let's get comfortable sending out messages. Do you guys want to do something like messaging, following up, or do you want to go into retention? Love to hear your feedback. We want this to be helpful for you where you are in your business right now.
For me, messaging is scary, 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 and
Okay.
and getting that conversation, like continuing it, like when, especially when they don't really like seem to want to continue it. I don't know how else to say that.
Yeah.
I feel like I just stop cold and I
Yeah.
don't know how to keep it going.
Yeah, I think that's great. So we have one vote for messaging and like following up, how to have those conversations. Anybody else? Okay, raise some hands if you would like. We're gonna have two options. Messaging, following up, kind of brainstorming, workshopping. And then the other option will be moving on to like customer care retention. So raise your hand if you would like the messaging, following up content. Don't be shy. Okay, I see one, two-ish, three-ish, four-ish. Okay, retention, customer care. One, two, three. Okay, so it's kind of like a half and half. We're just going to go where the wind takes us next week, you guys. It's going to be a surprise to us all, and we're going to have a great darn time. We can't wait. Okay, in our chat, if you have any questions or if you guys have any fun wins or any fun takeaways from tonight or anything like as you're playing around with ChatGPT and like you found something that has been like, oh, this is great, this is cool, this is helpful, please share it in that chat because we are a little family here and we are learning from one another and growing together. And that energy is coming when we're all like rowing in the same direction. So, love you guys. Okay, Casey said she'd love help with connecting on stories, showing up in stories. Okay, this is great. Yeah, and any feedback you guys can give, please let us know. But remember, in order to do retention and duplication, you've got to be enrolling customers. And I can tell you by looking in my back office, we ain't enrolling customers right now. So that's where I'm like, okay, well, maybe that is where we need to be hanging out because we're not seeing a lot of enrollments. So we want people to feel fully comfortable before we go into the next thing of retention and duplication. That's my 2 cents. You got to have people to be able to do that with. So, okay, love you guys. Thanks for being on. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.